As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week, finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Schaefer Center. Game number 2 of our doubleheader. Indiana Tech receiving votes in the NAIA Coaches Top 25 poll, number 6 on the season. Head coach Ted Albert and crew enter with a 19-6 overall record, 15-5 in the WAC, coming off a great performance this past Saturday, outscoring Madonna in the second half 64-47. Pulling off the 102-93 victory over the first place Crusaders. That's the 4th game this year that Indiana Tech scored over 100 points. Scored 103 against UNOH, 102 versus Madonna, 103 against Aquinas and Cleary. Now taking on Siena Heights, the Saints, a team that we beat 95-67 back on January the 14th at Siena Heights. In that game, Jackson Fugate with 17 points, 7 rebounds, 12 points for Blake Davison, 19 points for Steele Brassfield. Evan Haraldson had 10 points for Indiana Tech in that game. The Warriors, well, looking at Siena Heights, they are 8-18 overall, 4-16 in the WAC. Joe Pachata is their head coach. He's in his 14th season. They lost to Aquinas 89-81 in overtime last time out. And Siena Heights are the cellar dwellers in the WAC with that 4-16 record. We're going to send it down to Jim Shovlin, our public address announcer, for the starting lineups for today's game. Not doing a national anthem. We did that for the women's game.
Ladies and gentlemen, as this is the second game of the doubleheader, there will be no national anthem. So let's get right to the starting lineup. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Siena Heights Saints. Starting at guard is 6'3" senior 0, Josiah Rainey. Starting at guard, a 5'11" freshman number 1, Nick Silbush. Starting at guard is 6'2" senior number 2, Jonas Kester. Starting at forward is 6'7" junior number 23, Jack Otis. And starting at forward is 6'7" senior number 33, George Palatsis. The Siena Heights Saints are coached by Joe Pachota. Assistant coaches Greg Dutton and Landon Bowman. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup for your Indiana Tech Warriors. Starting at guard is 6'4" redshirt sophomore from Ohio, number 4, Logan Beeston. Starting at guard is 6'1" junior from Louisville, Kentucky, number 12, Dallas Roberts. Starting at guard, a 6'2" redshirt senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 20, Wayne Davison. Starting at guard is 6'6" sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 23, Jackson Fugate. And starting at forward is 6'5" redshirt senior from New Palestine, Indiana, number 24, Steele by Mr. Ted Albert. Assistant coaches, Javante Wilson, Grant Smith, Max Perez, and Javel Lewis.
Indiana Tech winners of 3 straight, beating UMD, Lourdes, and Madonna this past Saturday. Those 3 straight wins were preceded by 3 straight losses. So head coach Ted Albert and company really playing some of its best basketball just this past Saturday and really rearing into form here as we enter the WAC conference tournament. That's number 23, Jake Olis, in the center circle with Jackson Fugate, as the win goes to the super sophomore, number 23, Fugate, with that first bucket of the game. Jackson, who leads the team in double-doubles on the season. Jackson averages 8.1 rebounds per game, which ranks him number 4 in the WAC, and 20.7 points per game, which ranks him number 3 in conference play. How about Jack Olis? He goes 6'7" and drains the triple out of the corner. Olis, who is a 30% three-point shooter on the season, does lead the team, averaging 13.1 points per game. Olis, only a junior. He'd look good in an orange uniform next year at 6'7". Dallas Roberts, Brassfield, looked like he had the 3-ball on the wing. Davidson from the elbow, left short. With the rebound was Josiah Rainey, a senior out of Terre Haute, Indiana. Your point guard, Nick Sobush, he's only a freshman. 3-ball on its way off the heel, no good for Kolotzis. Now Logan Beeston. Beeston can certainly get hot from three-point land. Looked at the deep 3 for a second. Has Fugate in front. The step back foot on the line, no good. Now it's the freshman, Sobush. Entering today, the 4th leading scorer, averaging 10.7 points per game. And he steps on the sideline, turns it over, does the freshman. Sobush, entering today, averages 1.8 turnovers per game. He's got 47 turnovers on the season. Fugate leads Indiana Tech with 54 turnovers on the season. Davison. Nice pass to Dallas Roberts, all alone out of the corner. 3-ball is good. Beautiful find there for Jackson Fugate. Speaking of assists, Blake Davison enters today with 105 assists on the season, which is 5th most in the WAC. It's Jackson Fugate with the defense on Rainey. 3-ball looked no good. So Siena Heights men, complete opposite of the women as they come out shooting the threes quite often. Fugate down low, had no problem backing down Rainey, but does miss. Good help defense on the play for the Saints. Rainey, a senior guard, goes 6'3". Beeston open for 3. That one left short. Davison, nice offensive rebound there for Blake Davidson. And loving Indiana Tech coming out with the orange unis. We've seen them wear white a lot here at the Schaefer Center. That shot by Steele Brassfield off the mark, and what a play by Logan Beeston. Beeston throwing it off the defender to keep possession alive for Indiana Tech. Savvy play for Beeston, who transferred to Indiana Tech out of Hillsdale College. Brassfield down low. Fade away, no good. Rainey's been active in this game so far for Siena Heights. That's number 2, Jonas Tester, a senior from Wauseon, Ohio, goes 6'2", number 2 out of the corner. Another deep 3-ball And another one no good by Kolotzis. Kolotzis averages 9.6 points per game as a 3-ball by Fugate is no good. Jackson entering today a 30% three-point shooter. Kolotzis once again, quick spin on the baseline. He steps out of bounds. Another turnover here by the Saints. 15:44 on the clock.
Number 30, Danilo Ratcliffe checks into the Saints lineup.
Checking in is Danilo Rajlik, a senior from Serbia. No pronunciation guides provided by the Saints. Brassfield down low. Brassfield doing a good job there, using the body to shield himself against Rainey. His team now up by 4. Davison nearly with the heel kick. And that pass just a little bit out in front. Dallas Roberts picks up the loose ball. It was turned over by Sobush. Jackson just a little bit too far underneath the cup. Indiana Tech fouls wanting to fan, or a foul, excuse me. Plenty of fans. Sobush with his first 2 points. Sobush once again just a freshman. 5'11" from Wyandotte, Michigan. Jackson. Got fouled from behind. He'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul goes against Rainey. We have a media timeout here at 14:37. We'll be right back, everybody. You're watching Indiana Tech men's basketball powered by Summit City Sports.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
Welcome back, everybody. The Indiana Pep Band does sound great today, as they normally do. The lob to Jackson Fugate. He and Blake Davison. They got that connection. That was off the tip, a tip that was won by Jackson Fugate. Now at the free throw line, where Jackson is a 76% free throw shooter, hitting 117 of 155. His 155 attempts are most on the team. Right behind him is Blake Davidson at 134 attempts. Blake shoots 81% from the free throw line. Second one is good. 3-point advantage here for the Warriors. Jackson early on in this game sitting with 3 points. Roberts has 3 as well. And another nice defense there. That was Blake Davison getting a hand in the passing lane without looking. 3 ball. That one left short, and Beeston tied up with Rainey for the rebound. On the 3-point miss there was Jack Olis. It'll be Rainey to inbound it. Stolen by Davison. 1-on-1. Blake gets it up to Eric Hudson. Great work there in transition. Davison with the assist. Evan Harrelson into this game for Indiana Tech. Sobush being guarded by Harrelson. Number 30 into this game is Rajlik. Baseline dribble drive. Rainey out of the corner, double teamed. 3 ball. Knocking it down was Tester. Jonas Tester, the team's 3rd leading scorer, averaging 12.3 points per game. Tester shoots 45% from the field, just 29% from 3-point. Hudson has his pass taken away. Good quick hands down there by Sobush, the freshman. Now Sobush with the scoop shot. Holy moly. Look at the freshman go. Boy, he's got some quicks. That was impressive. That's with Eric Hudson guarding him. Hobson. Gee, sorry to get excited, but that was a pretty nice take. The and one will not fall for Sobush as Caleb Lehrman into the game gets a rebound. Caleb, nice spin move. Caleb Lehrman, he's long at 6'8". Had to double check. I wanted to say 6'7". I knew he was taller than that. Harrelson with the board. And pass intended for Davison, knocked out of bounds. I'm not sure what Olis was pointing at. He obviously got a hand in the lane and knocked it out of bounds. He's going to check out of the game. Kolatzis back in. George Kolatzis, a senior at 6'7" from Greece. Hobson. 3 ball by Harrelson. Knocks it down. Boy, it's a good sign when Evan Harrelson hits his first 3-pointer, entering today at 34% 3-point shooter, hitting 34 of 101. Rainey, he got it over to Sobush. Tester hit his only 3-pointer taken in this game. Sobush for 3. Hits it.
3-point basket by Nick Sobush.
Nick Sobush, a 31% 3-point shooter on the season. He ranks number 1 in the WAC, hitting 90% of his free throws. Hobson, bucket, and 1. Strong look for Eric Hobson there.
Siena Heights foul on 0, Josiah Rainey.
Rainey's going to be called with the foul. Take another look at it here. Eric Hobson, nice spin move, double teamed, is fighting through the contact. Good touch on that shot.
Number 13, Alex McCoy checks in for the Saints.
It's like we got some senior day balloons up in the rafters. Left over from this past Saturday. Somebody let them go. I bet they did it on purpose. Sobush. And good job by Dallas Roberts right there, getting his foot in the passing lane. Into the game for the Warriors is Trey Yoder, the freshman out of Woodburn, Indiana. Dallas Roberts, the only starter on the floor right now for Indiana Tech. Sobush. Oh, wow. Tester wide open. He flashes the 3. Tester with 6 points now and perfect 2 of 2 shooting. Good skip pass over to Yoder. His 3-ball look left short. Trey earlier this year had a hard time finding the bottom of the net. He enters today hitting 3 of 20 3-pointers. I think he missed his first 10 of the season, of his career. Roberts. Dallas Roberts, just a junior. Came in that class with Crew Gibson. Gibson last year left and went to Indiana Wesleyan. Tester down low. Lehrman comes out with the rebound. That shot was not even close, but it was like 1-on-3. Tester is holding the top of his knee. I'm not sure if he took a knee to the thigh. You can tell it's a little bit sore. Good offensive board by Caleb Lehrman. Trey Yoder down low, and no foul going to be called on that play. Holy smokes. We do got a jump ball. So we got a carryover from the women's game here, where it's no holds barred.
Number 24, Steele Bradfield. Check back into the Warrior lineup.
Steele Brasfield back in, along with number 4, Logan Beeston. So foul goes against 30. Rajlik. It was Rajlik who looked like he probably fouled on the previous play. Beeston. That one looked good when it left his hand. Caleb Lehrman, another offensive rebound. Beeston, this one, knocks it down. Step right into it. Beeston sitting with 3 points on 1 of 3 shooting from 3-point. Sobush. Rajlik. Kolatzis. 3-ball. George Kolatzis at 6'7". Entering today a 27% 3-point shooter with 23 3-balls made. Siena Heights as a team is shooting 50% from beyond the arc right now. That was Tester from behind. Lehrman with right-handed hook shot, no good. Wow, you could hear that slap all the way up in here. That was Alex McCoy battling with Lehrman. Kolatzis. And they're going to call a jump ball. Steele Brasfield tying him up. Media timeout here at 8:58. Warriors up by 2, 21-19 over 12th place Siena Heights.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
Welcome back, everybody. Coming out at the second media timeout. Check out this pass by Blake Davidson. One of the best in the country, as Dallas Roberts knocks down the triple. Great court vision. Very similar to what you see with Taylor Covington with the women's team. Their court awareness. Being able to see the spacing. Two fantastic players. They've had fantastic careers. Blake Davison, first-team All-Conference a year ago. Both he and Crew Gibson were first-team last year. Sobush looking for number 2. That one just off the mark. Beeston handling the rock, gives it up to Dallas Roberts. Steele Brasfield working the baseline. That's Trey Yoder, dribble drive from the elbow. Boy, that was about 3 steps for Trey Yoder to get to the cup. It's a lot faster than he looks. Not that he doesn't look fast, but that was really fast. Baseline jumpers, no good by Kolatzis. Beeston being guarded by Klotzis. Brassfield's three ball knocks it in. Brassfield now with 5 points. Logan Beeston credited with the assist. Sobush. Klotzis nowhere to go there. He looked to his right and there was 0 Saints. Beeston working off that pick by Lehrman. Has Roberts out of the corner. Look at that high arcing three ball. And we have absolutely got to call a timeout. Siena Heights looking to stop the bleeding here, down by 10.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were all.
Welcome back, everybody. Coming out of the Siena Heights timeout here. It's been a nice run by Indiana Tech, and then Davidson and Fugate kind of combining for the steal right there. Beeston, wide open three ball. It was a nice pass by Dallas Roberts. You saw Logan Beeston on the trailer. Now it's Roberts, had a little bit of a seam and took advantage.
Dallas Roberts.
Great job by the junior. Roberts now with 8 points to lead Indiana Tech. That jumper off the mark by Tester. Beeston. A ball fake there by Brassfield. They're going to reset with Roberts. This is Blake Davison on the near wing. Looking for Fugate down on the block. It's kicked away by Klotzis. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Number 30, Danilo Rashlick checks back into the Siena Heights line.
Danilo Rashlick checking in for Klotzis. Fugate working out of the corner. Davison, the catch and shoot three ball. To see that whole sequence right there. Somebody waiting to get open. Sobush over to Olis. And foul going to go against Davidson. Rajlik down on the block and ahead to the free throw line.
Team second of the half.
Foul actually goes against Fugate. His first and the team's second.
Danilo Rashlick shooting 2.
First one coming up from Rashlick. No good, left short. Rashlick on the season, a 78% free throw shooter, hitting 18 of 23. This is the first, second one is missed as well, rebounded by Fugate. 31-19 is your score. Indiana Tech currently on a 10-0 run, last 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Fugate, nowhere to go there. Good defense being played by Tester. Now Jackson once again. That time his pass results in a turnover. Sobush, they're going to call a blocking foul on Beeston.
Tech foul on number 4, Logan Beeston. His first, team's third. At the line for Siena Heights, number 1, Nick Sobush, shooting 2.
Sobush, the number 1 ranked free throw shooter in the WAC. Now 1 of 2 from the free throw line in this game. .11 ad, second one for the freshman. That one's good. So that'll break the 10-0 run by the Warriors. Beeston rising up from the far wing. Beeston now is 6 points on 2 of 5 shooting from three-point land. Sobush. Olis, great job getting around Brassfield and company. Olis now with 5 points in this game. Fugate having a hard time getting down to the block, but a nice pass to steal Brassfield. 13-point advantage. Approaching 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Rainey been very active in this game. Not a whole lot of scoring yet for number 0. Good job by Tester with the ball fake down on the block. Rainey entering today averages 6.2 points per game. Beeston, corner 3 ball's no good. That was Rajlik with the rebound. Sobush taking his time. They got Tester in the corner. Davidson eyeing him. Blake Davidson, one of the top defenders in the WAC. Last year, Javale Lewis, who's an assistant coach, was the defensive player of the year in the conference. Offensive rebound by Siena Heights. Olis down low. Finally gets it to fall.
Jack Olis.
Three ball, Davidson just left short. Over the back, going to be called on Jackson Fugate. That'll be his second foul, I believe. Team's fourth.
Indiana Tech foul on 23, Jackson Fugate.
That will be his second.
Media timeout.
Got our media timeout here at 2:54, everyone. We'll be right back after this quick break.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
Welcome back, everybody. Madonna currently in first place, a 16-4 conference record. Tech's in second place at 15-5. Rochester at 14-6. Lourdes in fourth place at 12-8. Of course, Lourdes announced that they'll be shutting their school down after this season, just like Siena Heights. So instead of 12 teams in the WAC, we'll have 10. Last year we had 13 with Concordia.
Number 11, Evan Harrelson. Number 21, Eric Thompson, stepping in the Warrior.
Evan Harrelson Evan Hobson back in for Indiana Tech. Olis. That's Sobush. Usually they'll call a charge in that situation. 10 seconds on the shot clock. As Sobush just kind of lowered the shoulder there to initiate that contact. And now the air ball by Jonas Tester. Joshua Wilson shoots 89% from the free throw line. That ranks second in the WAC. Harrelson drains the three. It's a real good sign when Evan Harrelson's hot from beyond the arc. He's 2 for 2 from three-point land. When Evan Harrelson's on, this team is virtually unstoppable with all the different weapons that they have. Harrelson's really a neat kind of component for this team as he can do so many different things. Turnover there by Rainey. And Evan Harrelson goes 6'5" out of Dexter, Michigan. Hobson, Eric Hobson, 6'3" out of Detroit, Michigan. Hobson. Fadeaway's no good. And coming out with it is number 30 for the Saints, Rajlik. Tester working against Hobson. Hobson comes out with the defense after he picks up his dribble. And man, pivot foot was a moving on that one. Indiana Tech fans screaming for the travel. On the other end, Rainey drains the three. Rainey now 1 of 2 in this game with 3 points. Davidson, left-hand dribble drive, moves to the right hand. He's ambidextrous. Nice looking shot there with the right-handed hook. Sobush gets it over the timeline. Got about a 25-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Good help defense by Harrelson. As the three-ball look was no good by Rajlik. Now we have about an 8-second difference. Three-ball, Harrelson. Now 2 for 3 from three-point land. And Sobush looks like he wants to dribble this one down for the last shot. Can't really see what the lettering is on the front of those jerseys. Looks like it's really thin yellow with a dark blue outline on the dark gray jerseys. I can only assume it says Saints. Turnover by the Saints. Hobson at the buzzer. Just misses wide right. 11-point advantage for Indiana Tech as we head to the break. We're going to throw up an 11-minute commercial, and we'll be back with some of our second half stats. Second to last regular season game of the season. We'll be right back, everybody.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
Indiana Tech wasn't just where I got my bachelor's degree. It was where I met my wife and formed a network that helped me get an internship that turned into my first job after graduation. It was an easy decision when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career. And the professors were always there to make sure I was successful. If someone asks me, why Indiana Tech? I'll say, why not?
Want to know what it means to be a Warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a Warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while I was juggling life and working a full-time job. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the professors were always there to help. The connections I made along the way still influence and inspire me in my everyday work. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today. It's one of the best decisions I made, and I'll be going back to earn my master's too.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Well, there's quite a few things I think that I enjoyed about the program. I love learning. To me, it's just like a lifelong journey. Definitely, I enjoyed interacting with the faculty and staff. I am so happy and thankful to be at Indiana Tech and go through the Global Leadership Program. I would definitely do it again. Definitely made me a better person.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. I'd found a role I was excited about, but I knew in order to set myself apart, I needed to further my education. For me, life was already happening. I was married with 2 kids. I had a manager who had gone to Indiana Tech and had great things to say about it. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the instructors were really supportive. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. So the idea of having online courses where you can go at your own pace really does help a full-time professional. So when it's a situation like that, you want to make sure you're at the right place. And I'm really fortunate that I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
So some of the factors I think that went into deciding to pursue a PhD was, number one, I think the opportunity to really pursue my academic endeavors. And then also the focus on global leadership. I know that through this PhD program that I'm going to have all kinds of new opportunities I didn't have open to me previously, and would highly encourage anyone considering a PhD program to look at Indiana Tech.
Through my research, I learned there are a lot of leadership programs, but they didn't capture what it takes. And then I realized Indiana Tech was the only program back then that has crafted this pathway for the new generation of global leaders. You come where there's no path and you leave a trail. And that is how I look at my journey here at Tech, and that's what I hope to pursue.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about making connections and finding opportunities that lead you to unexpected places. It's about knowing we can afford it and that the payoff in your future will be priceless. It's about doing what you like to figure out what you love. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. So enjoy it, all of it. Go for it.
As a former high school dropout, I am not a typical MBA graduate. To me, getting a master's degree is about learning how to learn and do research, and that's exactly what Indiana Tech did for me. As an adult, going back to school, there were a lot of things to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week, so finding time to squeeze in an education was a challenge. The flexibility of online classes made it possible, and the staff was amazing too. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about finding opportunities that lead to unexpected places and finding yourself along the way. It's about making connections and finding new ways to make them stronger. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
Here at Indiana Tech, we call ourselves warriors. Everybody knows that warriors fight. They fight for their dreams, they fight for their goals, and they fight alongside fellow warriors. When something gets in your way, you don't stop, but you keep going. Warriors help fellow warriors, regardless of experience or prior accolades. Warriors are strong enough to know when they need help, and strong enough to know that every setback is only a setup to win in life, on the job, in the classroom, and anywhere else. Through every cut, bump, bruise, a warrior overcomes every obstacle to achieve their goal, to win the war. So, my fellow warriors, as you strive for greatness, as you kick down every door and overcome every obstacle to reach your mountaintop, remember you are and always will be a warrior.
Welcome back, everybody. Here at the break, we got 2:52 remaining right now until the start of the second half. Indiana Tech currently on top, 41-30 in this game, leading the way for the Warriors. Dallas Roberts with 8 points. Indiana Tech with 9 different players scoring there in the first half. Trey Yoder, Caleb Lehrman, each with 2 points. 5 for Hobson. Harrelson has 6. Brassfield with 7. 3 for Fugate. 2 for Davison. 8 for Roberts. And 6 for Logan Beeston. Beeston and Lehrman also lead the team with 6 rebounds. Lehrman doing that in just 6 minutes played. The freshman, Nick Sobush, leading Siena Heights with 9 points. Jonas Tester has 8 on 3 of 6 shooting from the field. 3 points for Rainey, 7 for Olis. Kalatzis has 3 points. So for Siena Heights, only the starters scoring so far in this game. Their team down by 11. Steele Brassfield's hit 3 of his last 4, so too has Dallas Roberts. But Indiana Tech as a team has only hit 1 out of their last 4 from beyond the arc. Some of the trends in this game, Nick Sobush is currently 3 of 4 in his last 4 attempts. Indiana Tech looking for its 4th straight W of the season. We'll take one more commercial. Nope, we're going to leave you with the Indiana Tech Pep Band. The Indiana Tech Pep Band, led by President Carl Einhoff on saxophone. They do such a great job. Cornerstone on top of Aquinas, 75-68. Rochester Christian beating Lawrence Tech 95-72. Only 59 seconds remaining in that one. Cleary's beating Defiant 66-63. Lords falling to UNOH 87-81. And Madonna beating UMD 77-61. Davidson's pass intended for Jackson Fugate. Looks like Sobush might have hit him in the face with his top of his head. Jackson had a pretty big fall here. Not last game against Madonna, but versus Defiance College, a big upset win for Defiance. Beeston, nice way to start off the second half for Logan Beeston. Jackson Fugate getting the assist there. Beeston now 3 of 7 from beyond the arc with 9 points. Olis's pass, just a miscommunication. Sobush zigged when he was supposed to zag, or vice versa. We saw that a lot in the women's game. especially from Indiana Tech, just some errant passes, some miscommunication between teammates. Siena Heights women getting the win in overtime by 2 points. Got a good-looking team over there, do the Saints. Nice fadeaway, beasted, no good. Tracking down the board is Klotzis. George Klotzis, the senior from Thessalonica, Greece. Or Lanika. Potato, patata. Sobush, that's Rainey. Skip pass, 3-ball on its way. Off the heel, no good. Rainey with the offensive rebound. Rainey's been beastly with the hustle plays. He's got 7 rebounds in this game, 1 assist. 1 of 1 from beyond the arc is Rainey. Olis, nice step, a hard jab. 12-point advantage, possession arrow in favor of Siena Heights. Fugate, he hits the fadeaway. Jackson now with 5 points on 2 of 5 shooting from the field. Sobush, nowhere to go with it. Tester now sinks down to the far corner. Davison with the defense on Jonas. Tester. Olis with a hand in his face. Tough shot. Another offensive rebound by Rainey. Jonas with the bucket and the harm. He will head to the free throw line looking for the and one. Olis, the team's leading scorer, averaging 13.3 points entering today. He is a 79% free throw shooter on the season and drains it. It'll whittle this lead down to 11 points. Largest lead of the game is 14 points just moments ago for Indiana Tech. Davidson's 3-ball, no good. Offensive board by Fugate. Jackson doing a good job of catching that ball at its highest point. Brassfield, no good as we're going the other way with Sobush to Tester. Jonas Tester, a senior at 6'2". Rises up off glass. Banks open for Jonas Tester. Now just a 9-point advantage here for Indiana Tech. Ooh, Brassfield tried to grab that one with one hand. And I don't know, Tester tried to save it. I thought it was going to be out of bounds by Tech and saved it right to Brassfield. Tester looking for the handoff. So he gets it back from Klotzis. Sobush with the catch and dribble drive. Reverse lands, no good. Klotzis nearly with the putback dunk. Now it's Fugate 1-on-3. Davidson. Nice find. Roberts just a little bit strong on that 3-ball attempt. Sobush comes out with it. Nick Sobush, one of 3 freshmen on the roster. For head coach Joe Pachata. Olis right through his hands. Gets it back, 3-ball on its way, has that blocked. Fugate gonna be called with the foul. See if we can see that foul in our Warrior replay.
Indiana Tech foul on 23, Jackson Fugate.
For Jackson, that's his 3rd foul.
At the line for Siena Heights, 23, Jack Olis.
I thought it looked pretty clean. First one is good for Olis. Now 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Olis sitting with 13 points now. Second one on its way. That one's no good. Checking in the game will be Rajlik. Eric Hobson checking in for the Warriors.
Entering the game for Siena Heights, 30, Danilo Rajlik.
So 2 out of 3, not bad for Olis. He now leads his team in scoring with 14 points. Jackson's already got 1 3-point attempted in this game. It was a miss. Davidson. Sobush has got the defense on the senior, Blake Davidson. Gets it back from Beeston. And Davidson gonna be fouled. Sobush gonna pick one up. Blocking foul called on Sobush. For the freshman, that's his first and the team's first.
Siena foul on 1. Nick Sobush is first.
First free throw by Davidson's up and in, his 3rd point of the game. Blake entering today an 81% free throw shooter, hitting 108 of 134. His 108 makes are second most on the team. Just behind Jackson Fugate's 117 free throws. Tester backing down Davidson, looking for the fadeaway. Looked like he had to switch to the right hand midair. Evan Harrelson about to check in. Logan Beeston! He didn't think he was good and it rattled home. He was looking to track down his own board. That was interesting. By the time that ball went down, he was about 6 feet away from the cup. Hobson coming up with the steal. Good defense by Dallas Roberts, too, down on the block. Beeston on the trailer, cannot hit. Nice tip out by Hobson as Davidson tracks it down, and what a find to Fugate. Probably would have had it if he would have went straight up. Did not see the defender behind him. Tester feeds it to Olis down low. Hobson's defense and the board by Beeston. Good job contesting by Fugate. Now it's Hobson, that's his favorite. The assist to Jackson Fugate. Hobson loves that baseline dribble drive, and he's good at it. Fugate's got the defense on Olis. Jack Olis, only a junior from Rochester Hills. He'll be a good pickup for somebody next year. And that bucket's no good by Roshlik, the senior. Fugate on the far wing, skip pass, finds Roberts out of the corner. Off the heel, no good. 14-point advantage. Matches the largest lead in this game for Indiana Tech. And we got a timeout going to go against Siena Heights. And I believe that's going to turn to a media timeout. We'll be right back after this quick break, everybody. You're watching Indiana Tech men's basketball powered by Summit City Sports.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
Welcome back, everybody. Coming out of our media timeout here. And there's Eric Hobson with the baseline. Jackson Fugate wide open right there. Easily could have went for the reverse, but why not with the easy 2 for Hobson getting an assist. He's got 3 assists in this game. He's 2 for 3 from the field. That's Olis. Sobush looking for number 2 off the heel, no good. Look at Rainey, another offensive board. I've got Rainey at 4 offensive rebounds so far in this game. And he's got a three-pointer made as well. We're trying to find that great shot. Nice pass by Sobush. That led Rainey right into great positioning. Could not hit on that 3-ball. Fugate. And I felt like with Jackson, that pass was a little bit behind Hobson. Could have got a little bit more out in front. Could have had a super slam by Eric Hobson. Now they're calling a media timeout. Be right back once again, everybody. What is that? Check. Check. Yeah, it looks like the ad didn't want to fire. It's okay though, plenty more replays to look at here. Good defense being played here. That's Blake Davidson suffocating D. Jackson with the rebound. Look at that 3-ball. You can see Beeston thought it was not going to go in, went to go track it down. Hey, better safe than sorry. Logan Beeston now 4 of 9 from beyond the arc, leading Indiana Tech with 12 points. Jack Olis with 14 points on 5 of 10 shooting. Olis with 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 2 steals. Lehrman hands it back to Davidson. Caleb Lehrman checking back in along with Evan Haraldson. Lehrman in 7 minutes had 7 rebounds in the first half. That was Rajlik. Jackson Fugate coming up limping a little bit in the backcourt. Haraldson's got the defense on Rainey. They both have similar type games, styles, if you will. Good defense by Hobson over there on Kolatzis. Haraldson nearly got pushed through the baseline. And another rebound for Rajlik. Rainey nowhere to go with Lehrman, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on number 22.
Indiana Tech foul on 22, Caleb Lehrman. His first, team's third.
So for Lehrman, that's his first foul, the team's third. Trey Yoder set to check in for Indiana Tech. First for Rainey is no good. This is his first trip to the free throw line. Rainey, a 53% free throw shooter on the season. Second free throw, no good as well, as Lehrman gets another rebound. Caleb, that was his 7th rebound. He had 6 rebounds in 6 minutes played in the first half. Haraldson from the elbow has a block by Rainey. Good save by Lehrman. Yoder sinking to the far corner. Davidson's got some space in the lane. Bunch of Saints. There's the floater, and it's good. approaching the 10-minute mark. Nearly a 20-point lead here for Indiana Tech. It's at 16 points. Hobson looking to go coast to coast. Cannot get it to fall. And jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Saints. Siena Heights, I tell you, you could not read that script across their chest at all. Oh, it says the Heights. That's what it says. Good stuff. Olis on the baseline. And wow, going up for the slam was Rajlik. Couldn't get it to fall. Olis is there with the putback. Outlet pass, Hobson. Making it look easy on the block, Eric Hobson. Three ball on its way, left short by Olis. .16-point lead, and we got another media timeout.
Media timeout.
Had a few in this game, thinking that's going to be the last. We'll be right back, everyone.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while working a full-time job. The online classes were great. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today.
Welcome back, everyone. Indiana Tech currently on an 11-2 run the last 5 minutes and 45 seconds here in the second half. Warriors looking for their fourth straight W to improve their record to 20-6 overall, 16-5 in the WAC. And it looks like that's going to be a thing here tonight in Fort Wayne, Indiana. 16-point advantage. Rainey with the defense on Beeston. That was Yoder setting the pick. Trey calling for it there in the lane. Animated in doing so. Beeston. Logan nice on the hesitation. Had a little head fake. Beeston catches the three ball. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Logan Beeston. His fifth three-pointer made in this game. He's 5 of 10. He has been playing well lately. Hence the 3-game win streak. Olis, no good off the heel. Sobush with the rebound. Wide open out of the corner there is Tester as he gets the pass. 3 ball. That's an air ball, too strong. Beeston skip pass finds Harrelson out of the corner. Now it's Yoder in the paint. Throwing it up from 10 feet with the left hand is fouled and will head to the free throw line.
Siena Heights foul on 0.
Trey Yoder, this will be the first free throw attempt of his collegiate career. And the first one is no good. What a great opportunity to shoot 100% from the free throw line.
Siena Heights also entering the game for the Saints, 13, Alex McCoy.
Alex McCoy checking in, number 13. He's a junior from Sylvania, Ohio. The home of Lords, the Gray Wolves, in their last season of existence. And they just announced that a week ago. They went from budgeting on Tuesday to closing the doors on Wednesday. And they are ran by the Franciscan nuns. I don't think it's the same nuns that run St. Francis, but they are Franciscan. St. Francis was on social media last week saying, I feel bad for Lords, but hey, all you students, come over here. Beaston over the timeline. 19-point advantage, largest of the game. Haraldson. From underneath the backboard. Super excited for the WAC conference tournament. Three ball. Sobush. Boy, that was a pretty looking shot. He now has 15 points. Yoder gets his three ball. Hobson with the assist. Trey's got a nice looking stroke. Sobush, drop pass goes to Tester. And look at the block by Yoder. Tester gets it back. I'll tell you what, that drop pass to Tester was in the middle of three Warriors. Off the heel, Yoder gets the board. Hobson finds Haraldson wide open, out of the corner. What a pass. Logan Beaston, Evan Haraldson. 6.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Tester looking for the handoff. Rajlik. And good job by Sobush keeping that ball alive. Off the mark by Kolotzis. And turnover by the Saints. Dallas Roberts checking back into the game. He'll check in for Logan Beaston. Hobson here on the near wing. Goes the opposite way of Lehrman's pick. And look at that pick and roll. Pretty play there, Hobson and Lehrman together. Eric Hobson, a redshirt sophomore for head coach Ted Albert. Ted Albert, a graduate of Cornerstone University. Cornerstone is the only university to win a national championship out of the WAC. And, they've got three. The Golden Eagle. Hobson, this is with the left hand. I don't know if that was partially blocked there by Jonas Tester. Sobush is going to be fouled. Go against number 12, Dallas Roberts.
Indiana Tech foul on number 12, Dallas Roberts, his second.
For Dallas, that'll be his second.
At the line for Siena Heights, 1, Nick Sobush, shooting 2.
Sobush hits the first. He's now 3 of 4 from the free throw line, sitting with 13 points. We got 3 players, double-digit scoring for the Saints. Sobush, Tester, and Olis. Rainey back into this game. As Kolotzis heads to the bench. Yoder battling against Olis. Jack Olis, the junior. Trey Yoder, the freshman. Great job by Yoder. Seeing some good minutes here in this game against Siena Heights. Rising up, Tester with the mid-range. And timeout going to be called by the Saints here. 4:59 remaining in this game. We'll be right back, everybody. You're watching Indiana Tech Warrior basketball.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
Welcome back, everybody. You see the Indiana Tech pep band, little Sweet Caroline. And how about this little sweet play? Starts off with Yoder going sky high to get that rebound. Then Beeston. Boy, did he see the floor. Evan Harrelson sank down to the space and rained the triple. Harrelson now with 11 points, the second leading scorer in this game. So it looks like Davidson and Fugate will stay with single-digit scoring, as this game is pretty much in hand, a 21-point advantage. The largest lead of the game. Yoder. Harrelson. Remember, folks, Indiana Tech will finish up the regular season this Saturday at Cornerstone, the Golden Eagle. The WAC tournament starting next Wednesday for the men. February the 25th. 3-ball. That's a little bit strong. Roberts with the rebound. And Yoder tried to keep that one alive as he was falling through the baseline. Sobush. Hobson's got the defense. Sobush goes 5'11". And they're going to call a foul on Lehrman as Danilo Rajlik will head to the free throw line.
His second, team's fifth. At the line for the Saints, number 30, Danilo Rajlik, shooting 2.
I did not see Rajlik on the live stats here. Number 30. First free throw is good. He's got to show up for points then, right? I'm not sure who they're giving those points to. Oh, that's the wrong one. There's Rajlik. He's got 4 points on 1 of 7 shooting. Now 2 of 3 from the free throw line with 5 points. Sorry, folks, I was on the women's box score. Still had those live stats up. Roberts from Trey Yoder nails it. Dallas, who started off this game hitting a 3, continuing his ways here in the second half as we approach 3 minutes left to play in the game. Tester being tightly guarded by Hobson. Rainey has it blocked by Harrelson. Going the other way, Yoder. See, Hobson wanted that baseline drive. It was just walled off by Sobush. Sobush has good vision as well for the freshman. 3-ball by Evan Harrelson off the heel. Yoder nearly came up with the rebound, contested by Rainey. Rainey ended up getting the board. Sobush is going to call a timeout here at 3:01. Be a full timeout.
Timeout, Siena Heights, a full timeout.
Be right back, everybody. We got the conclusion coming up shortly.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
Welcome back, everybody. 75-53. Warriors continuing to pull away. How about Logan Beeston right there with the pass, gets it back, hand in his face, nails it. He's had one heck of a game, the transfer from Hillsdale College. Beeston, 15 points, a team high, just 1 point behind Olis for a game high. Adam Walden set to check in. The senior got honored this past Saturday on Senior Day. Laramon was on the floor. I don't know how he got called with a foul. He was on the floor, then got back up. Foul! Foul on 22. Adam Walden's going to check in for Caleb. As the inbounds pass is tracked down, that's Atlas Dong. 6'7" out of China. He's a freshman. Number 4 is Trevor Gillis. Dong nails it.
3-point basket by Dylan Weedle.
Three ball on the opposite end. Look at Yoder. Boy, Yoder has been a ball of energy in this game. That pass was intended for number 2, Peyton Barker. Also into the game is number 10, Caleb Wright, the freshman from Zionsville. That big cheers for number 33, Rodney Jones, the sophomore from Fort Wayne. Peyton Barker, also from Fort Wayne, 6'3" guard. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Yoder got a little separation there. Defended by number 44. 44's got one of those tattoos on the top of your thigh. Not even sure when that became a thing. Turnover. .130 left to play. 77-56. Rodney Jones. Yoder looking for number 2. And Jones gets the rebound. And he will be fouled. Safe to say he's a fan favorite.
His first, he was third. At the line for the Warriors, number 33, Rodney Jones, shooting 2.
Jones. We've got 2 number 33s in the stats. One's Peyton Barker, the other one's for Rodney. But for Rodney, this will be his 4th game played. Jones with 1 rebound, 1 point in this one. We got 1 minute left. Good win here for Indiana Tech, really piling it on in the second half. Dong gets it out. That baseline jumper was left short by number 25, Spencer Brown. Yoder looking to track down another rebound and does. Oh, and the three-pointer by Caleb Wright. Future is on display here at the Schaefer Center. Logan Beeston, your player of the game, did a really good job as a floor general, as a three-point shooter. Feel like he's handling the ball more and more lately. Three ball on the opposite end, off the heel, no good. Look at Dong with the rebound. And that's nothing but the bottom of the net for number 4, Trevor Gillis. He's from Jupiter, Florida. That's going to do it, everybody. Indiana Tech gets the win, 81-59 over Siena Heights. Once again, your player of the game, Logan Beeson, 5 of 10 from three-point with 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 15 points. Dallas Roberts with 11 points, 6 for Davidson, 7 for Fugate, 7 for Brassfield, 3 for Wright. Harrelson had 11 points, 7 for Eric Hobson to go with 5 assists, a team high. Lehrman with 4 points, 9 for Yoder, 1 for Jones. Sobush had 14, 12 for Tester, 16 for Gillis, 3 for Rainey, 3 for Klotzis. Gillis with 3, 5 for Rajlik, and Dong hitting that big three-pointer. Thanks for joining us, everybody. My name is Jeff Mahoney, and we had Oscar Harrelson on camera. Regular season finishes up this Saturday, but we'll be hosting the men and women come Tuesday and Wednesday here at the Schaefer Center. Thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great night.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
Indiana Tech wasn't just where I got my bachelor's degree. It was where I met my wife and formed a network that helped me get an internship that turned into my first job after graduation. It was an easy decision when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career. And the professors were always there to make sure I was successful. If someone asks me, why Indiana Tech? I'll say, why not?
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while I was juggling life and working a full-time job. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the professors were always there to help. The connections I made along the way still influence and inspire me in my everyday work. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today. It's one of the best decisions I made, and I'll be going back to earn my master's too.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Well, there's quite a few things I think that I enjoyed about the program. I love learning. To me, it's just like a lifelong journey. Definitely, I enjoyed interacting with the faculty and staff. I am so happy and thankful to be at Indiana Tech and go through the Global Leadership Program. I would definitely do it again. Definitely made me a better person.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. I'd found a role I was excited about, but I knew in order to set myself apart, I needed to further my education. For me, life was already happening. I was married with 2 kids. I had a manager who had gone to Indiana Tech and had great things to say about it. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the instructors were really supportive. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. So the idea of having online courses where you can go at your own pace really does help a full-time professional. So when it's a situation like that, you want to make sure you're at the right place. And I'm really fortunate that I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
So some of the factors I think that went into deciding to pursue a PhD was, number one, I think the opportunity to really pursue my academic endeavors, and then also the focus on global leadership. I know that through this PhD program that I'm going to have all kinds of new opportunities that I didn't have open to me previously, and would highly encourage anyone considering a PhD program to look at Indiana Tech.
Through my research, I learned there are a lot of leadership programs, but they didn't capture what it takes. And then I realized Indiana Tech was the only program back then that has crafted this pathway for the new generation of global leaders. You come where there's no path and you leave a trail. And that is how I look at my journey here at Tech, and that's what I hope to pursue.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about making connections and finding opportunities that lead you to unexpected places. It's about knowing we can afford it and that the payoff in your future will be priceless. It's about doing what you like to figure out what you love. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. So enjoy it, all of it. Go for it.